Good morning, this is Robin Huesmans of the Indigo Love of Reading Foundation.
Good morning, Robin.
Hello, is that Mona?
Yes, Mona's here.
How are you
from
doing
Riverside.
today?
Yep, and we have a whole bunch of people in the office.
Excellent, you have your literacy team there.
Yes, we do.
It's great to hear you're all excited. How many people do you have there?
We have 8 people.
8 people, and you all worked on this application?
We sure did. Yeah.
Let me just say that's amazing that you have such a big team working on this application. How much time did you spend completing the application?
Altogether, probably over 60 hours.
Wow, 60 hours. And I see in your application that one of the unique features of your school is that you have 88% of your students are First Nations. Can you tell me a little bit about how that affects your ability to keep a well-stocked library?
For our Aboriginal kids, we need books that are up to date and that have content that they're interested in. A lot of the content that we have in our old books, they have a hard time appreciating and a hard time connecting to. If we get a new book that has some Aboriginal background in or something that they are familiar with, those books become very popular, but we don't have many of them.
I see you currently have a budget of $9 per student per year to buy books. That's a challenge.
It is a challenge. And
the average age of books in your library is 17 years.
That's right.
Can you tell me a little bit about how that impacts your school?
A lot of the research shows that nonfiction and content that kids connect to is important, and our books are so old that the kids aren't very interested in borrowing.
Do you think if you had new books, up-to-date books, would they be interested in reading?
For sure, because anytime we bring in new books with our whole $9, they're off the shelf.
Well, it's good to hear that the children are excited about reading when you do have the resources that you need. Can you just give me an idea of how you imagine a Love of Reading grant would change your school?
With our very low budget for buying books every year, we often can't complete any of the series that they're very interested in. So I encourage them to read, and I find books that I know will interest them specifically, and then we only have one of the books listed in the series, and the disappointment that they feel because they can't complete reading, because they can't buy the rest of the series themselves.
Let me tell you, that disappointment that you've been seeing, that belongs to the past. Because you are, in fact, a winner of a Love of Reading grant. In the next 3 years, you will be receiving a grant of $124,000.
Wow. Well, that is amazing. Thank you so much. You've got tears here. You can't hear them.
Well, we are so proud of the work that you've done. You submitted an extremely strong application, and you've shown us your commitment to literacy with the limited resources that you have, and we think you fully deserve this grant.
Well, thank you. It's so appreciated, and it'll be appreciated by every child. You're making a huge difference in a lot of children's lives. Thank you so much.
It's been wonderful speaking to your team today, to you, Mona Marquardt, and your literacy team. We hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Take care.